right, you in the right place. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first of a very special two-day harness racing meet here at the Clearfield County Fairgrounds. Today we welcome the sophomore class of 2016. That is the two-year-old trotters and pacers involved in the Sire Stake program here, County Fair Racing in Pennsylvania. These events are hosted by the Clearfield County Fairgrounds. Our race secretary here is Ron Nieper. Assistant is Paul Lanick. Presiding judge for the meet in from the great state of Ohio, Mr. Mark Peters. The clerk, of course, here at Clearfield, of course, is Jeannie Urban. Our starter and patrol judge, Clarence Martin Jr. Keeping things official, our photo finish expert, Gretchen Lynn Scott. Track photography, Sue Lanick. On hand to live stream, part of the great Pennsylvania Racing Publicity Department, we have Seth Dowling, and we're fortunate to have him here today. And we also like to thank the Pennsylvania Harness Racing Commission, keeping everybody on a level playing field. They are here for pre-race blood gas testing as well as the testing of the winners, and we certainly appreciate their participation in the program. Talented two-year-olds today. 16 races. We're ready to get going here. In the barn area, you can bring them out for the first. We'll be looking for Katie Faye Hanover, Red Dawn, Southwind Aussie, Tiamo Gone Dancing, and Keisha Lamont. You can bring them right on out when you're ready. We are live here at Clearfield. We are also on the radio, 87.9 FM. We are also live streaming on the Facebook Pennsylvania Racing, the Pennsylvania Horse Racing Association, and you can catch us there. 16 races. We'll be getting going here in a second. It's going to be a good one. had to give him grief one time about what they call the chest. And now, ladies and gentlemen, horses are on the track at post parade for the first race of the afternoon. This is the first of two divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for two-year-old pacing fillies in Group A. They go for a purse of $5,375. Number one is Katie Faye Hanover, owned by NBC Stables LLC, Beach Lake, Pennsylvania. Along with Richard Dunn from Holmesdale, Pennsylvania, Eric Neal gets the call. The two is Red Dawn, owned by Bill Kreutzer, Rural Valley, Pennsylvania, Denton Barrett from Dayton, Pennsylvania, and that is Wayne Long in the sulky. The three is Southwind Aussie, owned by Tony and Linda Shadle, Sacramento, Pennsylvania, handled by Tony Shadle. The four, Tiamo Gone Dancin', owned by Mitchell York, Cranberry, Pennsylvania, Dave Brickle from Spicksburg, Pennsylvania, and it is Dave Brickle at the wheel. And rounding out the field, number five, Guiche Lamont, owned by Gregory Callahan, Chicora, Pennsylvania, being guided by Aaron Johnston. Full field of five, making their way to the backside where starter Clarence Martin Jr. will sort them out and get them ready for the start. And just a reminder, here at Clearfield, we line up four across behind the starting gate. The five, Guiche Lamont, will be in the second tier at the start. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's where the battle begins. Field for the opener, up and in position, the gates in motion. From the rail out, Katie Faye Hanover for Eric Neal, alongside Wayne Long guides the two, Red Dawn. Southwind Aussie next in line from the three slot for Tony Shadle, out on the rim, Tiamo Gone Dancing. In the second tier, the lone trailer, Guiche Lamont. The gate wheels into the stretch. Five Pennsylvania Sire, two-year-old pacing fillies, revved up and ready now. Here they go. They're off. Sweet start. Red Dawn, center of track, gunning for the front. Tiamo Gone Dancing alongside. These two dive into the turn with Southwind Aussie away in third. Katie Faye Hanover next in line fourth. The early trailer here is Guiche Lamont. Off stride, that's Red Dawn. They're into the back stretch, and it is Tiamo Gone Dancing up on the front for Dave Brickle. Scoots off some 6 lengths in the early going. Southwind Aussie patient at the rail second, just behind Katie Faye Hanover. And then it's Guiche Lamont, 29 and 2 for the opening quarter. Tiamo Gone Dancing just blistering around the Clearfield Oval here to lead to some 10 lengths in the early going. Southwind Aussie stalking in second, Katie Faye Hanover third. Guiche Lamont next in line fourth, and back pacing off stride once again is Red Dawn. They're up in front of the stands the first time, and it is Tiamo Gone Dancing. Lead is some 10 lengths over Southwind Aussie. Katie Faye Hanover is second. They went by the half in 59 and 3. They're into the lower bend. Tiamo Gone Dancing, two-year-old, sizzling up on the front here. Inching closer in second. Southwind Aussie, Katie Faye Hanover is third. Then it's Guiche Lamont, way back, it's Red Dawn. Midway down the back lane, final time, and it is Tiamo Gone Dancing, pouring it on here. The lead is 8 lengths. Southwind Aussie second with Katie Faye Hanover third. Then it's Guiche Lamont. Three quarters of 129 flat, and they're into the final turn. Tiamo Gone Dancing, the lead still now 10 lengths. Southwind Aussie trying to hang on for second. Katie Faye Hanover out to argue that point. Guiche Lamont fourth, top of the stretch, and a lonely Dave Brickle. Tiamo Gone Dancing just pouring it on here, let every step of the way. Southwind Aussie battles with Katie Faye Hanover, no doubt about the widow. Tiamo Gone Dancing. Saddle pad number 4, Tiamo, gone dancing. Sharp 2-year-old bay filly. A rock and roll dance out of the good mare Tiamo. Owned by Mitchell York, Cranberry, Pennsylvania. Dave Brickles, Vicksburg, Pennsylvania. Trained by Mitchell York and driven to victory in the time of 2 minutes and 1/5, and that is a new track record at Clearfield for 2-year-old pacing fillies. The driver, David Brickle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track in post parade for the second race of the afternoon. This is the second of two divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for two-year-old pacing fillies in Group A. They go for a purse of $5,375. Number one, Lazy Day Hanover, owned by Mitchell York, Cranberry, Pennsylvania, David Brickell, Smicksburg, Pennsylvania, and it is Dave Brickell at the wheel. The two is Sassy Sophia, owned by Barbara Richardson, Washington, Pennsylvania, Richie Gillock, Bell Vernon, Pennsylvania. Steve Schoeffel picks up the drive. The three is Better Bid Hanover, owned by Todd and Christine Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania, being guided by regular pilot Todd Shadle. The four, Dash One, owned by Julie Krenitsky, Butler, Pennsylvania, and Nelson Wade Jr., Jackson, Mississippi. The driver, Brandon Smith. And rounding out the field, number five, Keystone Pearl, owned by Gary Johnston, Evans City, Pennsylvania, Brian Taylor, Prospect, Pennsylvania, Sean Johnston in the sulky. Full field of five making their way down the backside, where starter Clarence Martin Jr. will sort them out and get them ready for the start. Just a reminder here at Clearfield, we line up four across behind the starting gate. Number five, Keystone Pearl, will be in the second tier at the start. Facing fillies, slip into position, now to gates in motion. From the rail out, it's Lazy Day Hanover for Dave Brickell. Alongside, Schoeffel guides the two, Sassy Sophia. Runway 3, Better Bid Hanover for Todd Shadle. Out on the rim, Dash 1, Brandon Smith. In the second tier, the lone trailer, Keystone Pearl for Sean Johnston. Off the turn, they're all in line. And the gate swings into the stretch for starter Clarence Martin Jr., two-year-old facing fillies. Revved up and ready now. Here they come. They're off. Sweet start. Better Bid Hanover in the center track, trying for the lead. Dash One right alongside second with Sassy Sophia third. And then it's Lazy Day Hanover away at fourth. The early trailers Keystone Pearl. As they skid off the turn, they're into the backside, and the issue's been settled. Better Bid Hanover, Todd Shadle showed away. Dash One's worked out a dream trip second. 5 lengths back, so Sassy Sophia third. He's followed by Lazy Day Hanover. Keystone Pearl is the early trailer. The opening quarter was 29 seconds flat. Better Bid Hanover up on the front, right on a bumper second. That's Dash One. Creeping closer in third. Sassy Sophia followed by Lazy Day Hanover. Keystone Pearl's at the end. Tightly bunched field moves off the turn. 5 lanes front to back being led here by Better Bid Hanover. Dash One, Dream Trip second, underway. Sassy Sophia from third and moving up. Lazy Day Hanover picks up the cover fourth. Keystone Pearl trails there by the stands. Better Bid Hanover up on the front being joined by Sassy Sophia, who now jumps into the pocket second. A half, 101, 1/5. Better Bid Hanover leads them around the lower bend with Sassy Sophia on a bumper second. Lazy Day Hanover takes up the chase now second and going after the leader. And then it's Keystone Pearl underway for Sean Johnston, calling it a day. Sassy Sophia midway down the back line. Better Bid Hanover company calling Lazy Day Hanover alongside second, and Lazy Day Hanover goes right on by. Better Bid Hanover still second underway. That's Keystone Pearl, 3/4 in 131 and 1. They're into the final turn. Lazy Day Hanover, Brickell looking for his own track record. Lazy Day Hanover pouring it on, now scoots off 5 on Better Bid Hanover. Keystone Pearl's third, top of the stretch. Lazy Day Hanover digging deep here for Davey. Better Bid Hanover second, that's all she's going to be. It's Lazy Day Hanover in front. 2-1-1, Jay. All right.
You made me love you, now you made me go.
Hello? Yeah. Oh. Maybe try it. YouTube.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, horses are on the track and post parade for the third race of the afternoon. This is the first of three divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for two-year-old trotting fillies. They go for a purse of $4,125. Number one, Crushworthy, owned by Lisa Dunn, Conkerton, Pennsylvania, handled by Aaron Johnston. They slip into position now, the gates in motion. From the rail out, Crushworthy for Aaron Johnston alongside R. Speedolite and Todd Shadle. Runway 3, bombs away, Hanover for Eric Neal. Out on the rim, Margaritaville for Wayne Long. In the second tier, the lone trailer is RT Catalina for Sean Johnston. Off the turn, they're all in line. Gate wheels into the stretch, two-year-old trotting fillies, sired here in the great state of Pennsylvania, revved up, ready, here they come. They're off. Crushworthy down along the inside, gunning for the front. RT Catalina comes away in second one, bombs away Hanover third. And then it's Margaritaville and back trotting after an early break, our Speed of Light. They skid off the turn. Crushworthy, crushing blow here, leads by some 20 lengths. Bombs away, Hanover takes up the chase second. Our Speed of Light back trotting third and gaining ground, coming with a big brush. Up on the front end here, Crushworthy takes him by the opening quarter at 30 3/5. Leads him into the opening bend. On to be second now. R. Speed of Light finds her best stride, gaining ground with every stride. Bombs away, Hanover's third. Then it's RT Catalina and Margaritaville. Scattered bunch around the Clearfield turn. Being led here by Crushworthy. Coming into the picture now, R. Speed of Light just 2 lengths away. Gaining ground and takes to the outside. It's Crushworthy on the inside, R. Speed of Light on the outside. These two battle around the half mile in 103 3/5 into the lower turn. Crushworthy right on his bumper second, R. Speed of Light. Inching closer third, bombs away Hanover. Then it's RT Catalina, and pacing at the end is Margaritaville. They're into the backside, and it's Crushworthy, and Aaron Johnson lets it out a notch here. Trying to stay with her, that's R. Speed of Light. Bombs away, Hanover's a distant third, maybe 15 lengths off of that one. But it's Crushworthy, and the whip is up on Crushworthy. 3/4 in 134 2. Into the final turn, Crushworthy on the inside. Now Shadle takes to the outside with R. Speed of Light for clear sail in there. Crushworthy bracing for the challenge from R. Speed of Light. Top of the stretch. Crushworthy turns first. R. Speed of Light a length back, doing her best, but Crushworthy, and Aaron's got plenty of pony here, begins to draw clear from R. Speed of Light. And Crushworthy now opens up 4 or 5 lengths at the line, and it is Crushworthy in front.
Starter, we're all clear. Test barn, the 1 is the winner.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the third race wearing the red saddle pad. Number 1, let's welcome Crushworthy. 2-year-old brown filly by Andover Hall at the good mare Penworthy Lane. Owned by Lisa Dunn, Conkerton, Pennsylvania. Trained by Lisa Dunn. Driven to victory in a time of 2:06 2/5, and that is a new lifetime record. right here at Clearfield. The driver was Aaron Johnston. Results of the third official: the 1 Crushworthy, the race winner. The 2 R Speedo Light finished second. 3 Bombs Away Hanover finished third. And the 4 Margaritaville fifth. The 5 RT Catalina was fourth. The fractions were opening quarter 30 and 3/5. They went by the half in 103 and 3. 3/4 in 134 2/5. In time for the mile 206 and 2. From the top down, it should read 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 on the bottom. The time for the mile was 206 2/5. In the barn area, you can get them around for the 4th. We'll be looking for Fire Up from now on. Kalamazoo, Kajusha Hanover, and Shelley Hanover when you're ready. one person to go in, and when he comes in overnight, he's quarantined for a week. I mean, what is that? And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at post parade for the fourth race of the afternoon. This is the second of three divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for two-year-old trotting fillies. The purse is $4,125. Number one, Fire Up, owned by Tony, Linda, Elizabeth, and James Shadle, Sacramento, Pennsylvania. Tony Shadle drives. The two, From Now On, owned by Richard and Regina Beinhauer, Venetia, Pennsylvania. That's Sean Johnston at the wheel. Three is Kalamazoo, owned by Zan and Zach Kaiser, New Oxford, Pennsylvania. Pete Kaiser will drive. The five, Katjusha Hanover, owned by Jason Fairman, Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania. David Brickle drives. And rounding out the field, number five, Shelley Hanover, owned by Todd and Christine Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania. And it is Todd Shadle in the sulky. Full field of five. Making the way to the back stretch where starter Junior Martin will sort him out and get him ready for the start. Just a reminder, here at Clearfield, we line up four across behind the starting gate. The five, Shelley Hanover, will be in the second tier at the start. Trotting fillies move into position, now the gates in motion. From the rail out, Fire Up for Tony Shadle alongside Sean Johnston guides the two From Now On. Runway 3, that's Kalamazoo for Pete Kaiser out on the rim. Katjusha Hanover and Brickle looking for his third on the afternoon. In the second tier, the lone trailer, Shelley Hanover. They move off the turn, they're all in line. The gate swings into the stretch for starter Clarence Martin Jr. Two-year-old trotting fillies are revved up and ready now. Here they come. Narrow, sweet start. Fire Up down on the inside. Kalamazoo alongside. These two dive into the turn together. From Now On at the rail. Third. Off stride, that was Shelley Hanover. Katjusha Hanover now on to be fourth and trying to regain her composure at the back of the pack. That's Shelley Hanover. Also off stride, that's From Now On. It's Fire Up on the front end here. Kalamazoo sits a loose pocket. He's 2 lengths off, stalking in second. Katjusha Hanover closes the gap in third. Fire Up takes him by the opening quarter in 31 2/5. Lean him into the far bend with Kalamazoo stuck like glue. Closer third, that is Katjusha Hanover. Then it's Shelley Hanover and far back to From Now On. And they move off the turn. They're up in front of the stands the first time, and it is Fire Up showing the way. Kalamazoo content to draft along second. Katjusha Hanover right there in third. Trying to get into it from fourth. That's Shelley Hanover From Now On. It's Fire Up on the inside. Pop in the pocket. Kalamazoo taking it to him. The half was 104 flat. Fire Up goes off stride. Kalamazoo now comes away with the lead. Kalamazoo looking to clear. Fire Up taking to the outside in a run. Now back trotting. Katjusha Hanover on to be second. Then it's Shelley Hanover and the trailers From Now On. Midway down the back lane, and Kaiser finds the gas pedal, scoots off with Kalamazoo. And Katjusha Hanover digging into that lead. Now just 5 off of the lead and gaining ground. Kalamazoo takes him by 3/4 in 134 3. Leads him into the far bend. Katjusha Hanover taking up the chase second. Fire Up back trotting in third. Then it's Shelley Hanover. From Now On, top of the stretch, and a lonely Pete Kaiser at the top of the stretch with Kalamazoo to lead is 4. Inching closer second, Katjusha Hanover coming after him. It's Kalamazoo digging deep. Katjusha Hanover gaining ground with every stride. Kalamazoo under a drive. Katjusha Hanover trying to get to her. It's going to be tight. Here's the line. Katjusha Hanover.
sir? I heard all clear.
Got a 31 and 3/5, 104 flat, from 34 and 3, 208 flat.
Test barn, the winner is 4. 4, coming to the test barn.
That's a 34215.
34215, that's the winner.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 4th race, wearing the green saddle pad, number 4. Please welcome Cat Jusha Hanover. Sharp 2-year-old bay filly by Explosive Matter. Out of the good mare KT Bird, owned by Jason Fairman, Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania, trained by Bobby Roget, and driven to victory his 3rd of the afternoon, and David Brickle. Results of the 4th official: the 1 Fire Up finished 3rd, the 2 From Now On 4th, the 3 Kalamazoo finished 2nd, and the 4 Cat Jusha Hanover, your race winner. The 5 Shelley Hanover finished 5th. The fractions were opening quarter 31 and 2. They went by the half in 104 flat. 3 quarters 134 and 3/5. The time for the mile was 2:08. From the top down, 3, 4, 2, 1, 5 on the bottom. The time for the mile was 2:08 flat. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at post parade for the 5th race of the afternoon. This is the third of 3 divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for 2-year-old trotting fillies in Group A, going for a purse of $4,125. Number 1 is Kristen's Dove, owned by Edward James Moritz from McMurray, Pennsylvania. Wayne Long drives. The 2 is Burst of Love, owned by Brocious Racing Stable Incorporated, Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania. Steve Schoeffel gets the call. The 3, Frank Kiss, owned by Gary Johnston, Evans City, Pennsylvania. Joyce Bencart, Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Sean Johnston sits the sulky. The 4 is Explosive Flower, owned by Richard and Regina Beinhauer, Venetia, Pennsylvania. Aaron Johnston will drive. And riding out the field, number 5, Sparkle Eyes. This filly is under lease to Bob Key from Leechburg, Pennsylvania. Todd Shadle drives. Full field of 5. Once again, here at Clearfield, I need to remind you, we line up 4 across behind the starting gate. Number 5, Sparkle Eyes, will be in the 2nd tier at the start. All trotting fillies are making the starter. Clarence Martin Jr. will sort them out and get them ready for the start.
This is nice, I don't have to worry about somebody crossing the track.
Well, there's a lot of nice things about this.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we get them trailers on this side of the road. It'll be really nice.
This breeze is nice.
Trotting fillies up and in position now, the gates in motion. From the rail out, that's Kristen's Dove for Wayne Long alongside. Steve Schoeffel guides the 2, Burst of Love. Runway 3, Frank Kiss for Sean Johnston. Out on the rim, Explosive Flower for Aaron Johnston. In the 2nd tier, the lone trailer, Sparkle Eyes for Todd Shadle. Off the turn, they're all in line. The gate swings into the stretch. 2-year-old trotting fillies, sired here in the great state of Pennsylvania, revved up and ready. Here they come. No. Burst of Love in the center track, darts out for the lead. Down along the rail, Kristen's Dove. Explosive Flower comes away in 3rd. Off stride at the beginning there. That was Frankus, and the early trailer still off stride is Sparkle Eyes as they skid off the turn into the backside. Burst of Love up on the front end here for Stevie Schoeffel, and that's where he likes it. Kristen's Dove, Dream Trip, 2nd, close up 3rd. That's Explosive Flower. And then it's Frankus back trotting in 4th, and far back it's Sparkle Eyes. They go by the opening quarter, 31-3. Burst of Love is the one who took him there, right on his bumper 2nd. That's Kristen's Dove. Explosive Flower, 2 lanes further back in 3rd, followed by Frankus 4th, and way back with a mountain to climb, Sparkle Eyes. They slide off the turn up in front of the stands the first time, and it's Burst of Love leading the way. Kristen's Dove stalking 2nd with Explosive Flower right there with him in 3rd. Frank is well within striking range 4th, and way back at Sparkle Eyes. They go by the half, and it was 104 3/5. The whip is up on Burst of Love. Explosive Flower taking it to him on the outside. Kristen's Dove hemmed in 3rd, picking up the cover. Frankus, they're like a swarm of bees off the turn into the backside. Off stride goes the leader. Burst of Love is on a break. Explosive Flower now leads it with Kristen's Dove 2nd. Back trotting now running again is a Burst of Love. It's Explosive Flower now takes it by 3/4. 136-1. They're into the far turn. Explosive Flower. Kristen's Dove stalking 2nd. Now just a length and a half away. Kristen's Dove makes a break. Explosive Flower comes away with the 10, 20 length lead. I don't know, all by himself. Everybody else made breaks. The only one left standing here was Explosive Flower. And Explosive Flower and Aaron Johnson just gliding along here and will win for laughs. Kristen's Dove looks to hang on 2nd. Explosive Flower in front. green saddle pad number 4. Let's welcome Explosive Flower. Sharp 2-year-old bay filly by Explosive Matter out of the good mare See You in the Spring, owned by Richard and Regina Beinhauer, Venetia, Pennsylvania, trained by Rick Beinhauer and driven to victory in a time of 2:08 1/5 by Aaron Johnston.
Four, coming to you, winner. I've got 2, 4, 3, 1, 5, top of that. 2, 4, 3. 2, 4, 3, 1, 5.
Results of the 5th official: the 1 Kristen's Dove finished 2nd, the 2 Burst of Love was 4th, the 3 Frank Kiss finished 3rd, the 4 Explosive Flower, your race winner, 5 Sparkle Eyes finished 5th. Fractions were opening quarter 31 and 3, went by the half in 104 3/5, 3/4 in 136 and 1. Time for the mile 2:08 and 1. From the top down, it should read 2:43:15 on the bottom. The time for the mile was 2:08 and 1/5. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at Post Parade for the sixth race of the afternoon. This is the first of three divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for two-year-old trotting colts in Division A. Go for a purse of $4,050. Number one, Infamous, owned by Susan Doherty. Mercer, Pennsylvania, Jim Doherty will drive. The two is Seriously Yankee, owned by Yankee Land Partners, LLP for Rhetoric, Maryland. The driver's Todd Shadle. 3, Westerbrook, owned by Virginia and Kathy Schoeffel, Evans City, Pennsylvania, with the Big L stable from Butler, Pennsylvania. Steve Schoeffel sits the sulky. Rounding out the field, number 4, Killer Instinct, owned by Brocious Racing Stable Incorporated, Rochester Mills. The Lone Wolf Stable from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it'd be Wayne Long at the wheel. Short field of 4. Making their way down the backside where starter Junior Martin waits on him. He'll sort him out. He'll get him ready for the start. From the rail out, Infamous for Jimmy Doherty alongside Todd Shadle guides the 2, Seriously Yankee. Runway 3, that's Westerbrook for Steve Schoeffel out on the rim. Killer Instinct and Wayne Long. Trotting Colts off the turn, they're all in line. The gate swings into the stretch. 4 two-year-old trotting colts sired here in the great state of Pennsylvania. Revved up and ready. Here they go. They're off. Sweet start. Down along the inside. That's Seriously Yankee, Infamous. These two dive into the turn together with that Killer Instinct away in third. Westerbrook off stride at the start. They skid off the turn. They're into the backside with the rail. Not the lead. Infamous. Seriously Yankee pokes ahead in front, and now like that goes right on by. Infamous back to second with Killer Instinct third, and back trotting at the end with a mountain to climb. That's a Westerbrook. It's Seriously Yankee up on the front, 30-1 for the opening quarter. 4 lanes further back, Infamous trots second, followed by Killer Instinct third, and way back to Westerbrook. They're midway around the upper bend the first time. Seriously Yankee and Todd Shadle looking to tap the brakes here. Infamous sit in the loose pocket, about 4 lengths off of the lead. Wayne Long takes to the outside with Killer Instinct looking to advance his case, and Westerbrook trails. They're by the stand. Seriously Yankee up on the front. Company calling. Killer Instinct up alongside the challenge. The Infamous is trotting in third, 103-2. Field bunches up a bit by the lower bend. Seriously Yankee, pressure coming from Killer Instinct, turning up the heat on the outside. 2 lanes further back, Infamous gliding along third, and then it's Westerbrook. They're into the backside. And then Killer Instinct, just like that, goes right on by as Seriously Yankee made a break. Infamous trots second. Westerbrook trotting in third, trying to get back into it. It's Seriously Yankee. Killer Instinct takes him by 3/4 of 134-2. Pouring it on far turn. Killer Instinct off by some 10 lengths now. Infamous trots second. Westerbrook third with Seriously Yankee. Top of the stretch, and it's a lonely Wayne Long on board. Killer Instinct. Infamous got the best shot on him, and that's probably no shot at all because Killer Instinct off by some 10 lengths. Infamous second, that's all he's going to be. Here's the line, and here's Killer Instinct in front. And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the sixth race, wearing the green saddle pad number 4. Let's welcome Killer Instinct. Sharp 2-year-old bay gelding by Southwind Frank out of the good mare Wheelie Quick. Owned by Brocious Racing Stable Incorporated, Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania, Lone Wolf Stable, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, trained by Bobby Roget. Driven to victory in a time of 2:06 1/5. First career victory for the 4 Killer Instinct. The driver, Wayne Long. Results official, the 1 Infamous finished second. The 2 Seriously Yankee was third. The 3 Westerbrook finished fourth. And the 4 Killer Instinct, the race winner. The fractions opening quarter 30 and 1. They went by the half in 1:03 2/5. 3/4 in 1:34 and 2. And time for the mile was 2:06 and 1. From the top down, 2, 3, 4, 1 on the bottom. Time for the mile was 2:06 and 1. In the barn area, you can get them around for the 7th. We're looking for It's Happy Hour. Swing, batter, swing. Capo de Capi and Caseville, when you're ready. And now, ladies and gentlemen, horses are on the track in post parade for the seventh race of the afternoon. This is the second of three divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for two-year-old trotting colts in Group A. The purse is $4,050. Number one, it's Happy Hour. For owner driver Malin Martin, East Earl, Pennsylvania. The two is Swing Batter Swing. For owner driver Roger Hammer, he's from Bedford, Pennsylvania. The three, Capo de Capi, owned by Tony and Linda Shadle, Sacramento, Pennsylvania, and it is Tony Shadle at the wheel. And rounding out the field, number four, Caseville, owned by Colin Sacco, Gummerson, and McCormick. Sean Johnston picks up the drive. 4 two-year-old trotting colts making their way down the backside where starter Junior Martin will sort them out and get them ready for the start. Martin jumps in. I haven't seen him drive all year. Trotting colts up and in position, out of gates in motion. From the rail out, it's Happy Hour for Malin Martin alongside Hammer guides the two, Swing Batter Swing. Runway 3, Capo de Capi for Tony Shadle. Out on the rim comes Caseville for Sean Johnson. Gate swings into the stretch. 4 two-year-old trotting colts revved up and ready now. Here they come. North, center of track, Copy del Capo, Daddle on the inside, tries for the lead. Swing, batter, swing on the inside. These two dive into the turn together. Swing, batter, swing, short lead, Capo de Copy being wrangled back second. Caseville picks up the chase third. And it's Happy Hour at the end there, midway down the backside, and swing, batter, swing up on the front for Roger Hammer. Capo de Copy right on his bumper second, a close to third. Caseville. They're ripped by the opening quarter now. Swing, batter, swing up on the front. In the pocket second, Capo de Copy. Caseville well within striking range third. The trailer, it's Happy Hour. They slide around the opening bend. Swing, batter, swing up on the front. Capo de Copy right there with him in second. Closer third now, Caseville. And way back to it's Happy Hour. They come by the stands the first time. Swing, batter, swing. Roger Hammer's showed away. Capo de Copy happy to glide along second with Caseville being nudged along third. The trailer remains it's Happy Hour. Into the lower bend, swing, batter, swing. Tony Shadle can wait no longer. Pops the pocket with Capo de Copy. Saving every inch, that's Caseville. Well, Bunchfield taking it down the back lane. Swing, batter, swing, ranging up alongside. Tony Shadle and Capo de Copy turn up the heat. Caseville well within striking range third. It's Happy Hours at the end. They go by 3/4. Swing, batter, swing. Hammer finds the gas pedal here. Scoots off 3 lengths now. Capo de Copy second with Caseville third. They're midway around the far bend. Swing, batter, swing. Pouring it on for Roger Hammer. Capo de Copy trying to get to him, but he can't make up much ground because swing, batter, swing. Loaded today. Capo de Copy doing his best at second best. Swing, batter, swing. Gliding along here by 5 lengths at the line, and it's swing, batter, swing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 7th race wearing the blue saddle pad, number 2. Let's welcome Swing, Batter Swing. Sharp 2-year-old bay colt by Creatine out of the good mare, the Yankees win. Owned by Roger Hammer, Bedford, Pennsylvania, trained by Roger Hammer. And driven to victory in the time of 2:07. New lifetime mark by a fifth of a second. The driver, Roger Hammer.
It might just be the speed of his internet, or your internet.
Result, it's happy hour finished 4th. The 2, Swing, Batter Swing, your race winner. 3, Capo de Capi finished 2nd, and the 4, Caseville was 3rd. The fractions opening quarter 32 flat. They went by the half in 104 2/5. 3 quarters in 135 and 1, and time for the mile was 2:07. From the top down, it should read 4:123 on the bottom. Time for the mile was 2:07. In the barn area, you get them around for the 8th. We're looking for Donatello's Creek, Mr. Jeff, and Ripple of Hope. When you're ready. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at post parade for the 8th race of the afternoon. This is the third of 3 divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for 2-year-old trotting colts. In Group A, going for a purse of $3,975. Number 1, Donatello's Creek, owned by Louis Manfredi, Lincoln University, Pennsylvania. Wayne Long, the driver. The 2 is Mr. Jeff, owned by Susan Darkerty, Mercer, Pennsylvania. Bill Darkerty drives. Rounding out the short field of 3, number 3, Ripple of Hope, owned by Lisa Dunn, Conquerton, Pennsylvania. Aaron Johnston in the sulky. Short field of 3 making their way to the backside where starter Clarence Martin Jr. will sort them out. He'll get them ready for the start.
Over the other end of Expo 1, right behind us.
Short field of 3 up and in position now, the gates in motion. From Lorella, Donatello's Creek for Wayne Law. In the middle, Mr. Jeff for Billy Darty. Out on the rim, Ripple of Hope, Aaron Johnston. They move off the turn, they're all in line. Gate swings into the stretch. 2-year-old trotting colt, revved up and ready now, here they come. Sweet start for Ripple of Hope on the far outside, crossing over Donatello's Creek, drafts along second with Mr. Jeff being nudged along third. And this is how it looks going into the backside the first time. It's a Ripple of Hope up on the front with Donatello's Creek close up second, 2 lanes back third. It's Mr. Jeff. 5 lanes front to back, down the back lane, a Ripple of Hope up on the front end here. Donatello's Creek and Wayne Long content to draft along the pocket second and 3 back. Mr. Jeff is third. The opening quarter, 32 and 2. They lean into the far bend, a Ripple of Hope. Aaron Johnson looks to tap the brakes. Donatello's Creek right on his bumper second. 2 back to Mr. Jeff, who's well within striking range third. He's just 4 off of the lead. The leader, Ripple of Hope, comes off the turn, leads a tight length over Donatello's Creek. Another 2 back to Mr. Jeff. By the stands, first time the Ripple of Hope up on the front. Comfortable as hell. Donatello's Creek takes to the outside, turn up the heat. They go by the half. 106, 4/5. Ripple of Hope. Aaron Johnson got away with murder second quarter. Donatello's Creek now turning up the heat as they enter the backside. It's a Ripple of Hope. Donatello's Creek back into the pocket second. Mr. Jeff right there with him in third. They're down the back lane. The Ripple of Hope. Aaron Johnson looking for the gas pedal here. Donatello's Creek rages in the pocket second and 2 back to Mr. Jeff third. The whip is up on a Ripple of Hope. Donatello's Creek takes to the outside 3/4 into 139 flat. It's a Ripple of Hope digging deep. Donatello's Creek coming after him with a vengeance now. Right at his throat second. Mr. Jeff can't stay with him. It's Ripple of Hope. Going to bring a 2-length lead now as Donatello's Creek backs off. Mr. Jeff on to be third, but the Ripple of Hope and Aaron Johnston looking for the line here. The lead is 3 lanes. Donatello's Creek second. That's all he's going to be. It's a Ripple of Hope in front. And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 8th race. Let's welcome number 3, Ripple of Hope. 2-year-old brown gelding by Creatine out of the good mare Escape Tactics. Owned by Lisa Dunn, the Concorton, Pennsylvania, trained by Lisa Dunn. Driven to victory in the time of 2:11:1. First career victory for the 3 Ripple of Hope. The driver is Aaron Johnston. Results of the 8th official. The 1, Donatello's Creek, finished second. The 2, Mr. Jeff, was third. And the 3, Ripple of Hope, the race winner. Fractions opening quarter 32 2/5. They went by the half in 106 and 4. 3/4 in 139 flat. The time for the mile 2:11 and 1. From the top down 2 3 1 on the bottom. The time for the mile 2:11 and 1/5. In the barn area, you can get them around for the 9th. We're looking for Jasper Hanover, Dust Up Hanover, and Rowdy Rider. When you're ready. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track in post parade for the ninth race of the afternoon. This is the first of two divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for two-year-old pacing colts in Group A. They'll go for a purse of $5,225. Number one, Jasper Hanover, owned by Tony and Linda Shadle, Sacramento, Pennsylvania. Tony Shadle drives. The two is Dust Up Hanover, owned by Todd and Cody T. Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania. Cody Shadle in the sulky. Dust Up Hanover moving up from the B class. And riding out the short field of three, number three, Rowdy Rider. Owner-driver Roger Hammer, Bedford, Pennsylvania. Compact but rugged field of two-year-old pacing colts here, making their way to the backside where starter Clarence Morton Jr. will sort them out. He'll get them ready for the start. Short field of three, up and in position now, the gates in motion. From the rail out, it's Jasper Hanover for Tony Shadle in the middle. Dust Up Hanover wears the two for Cody Shadle. And out on the rim comes the hard-hitting Rowdy Rider and Roger Hammer. Off the turn, they're all in line. Gate swings into the stretch. Short field of three, Pennsylvania Sire, two-year-old pacing colts, revved up and ready now. Here they come. They're off. Jasper Hanover down on the inside. Dust Up Hanover alongside second. These two dive into the turn. Rowdy Rider 3 lengths further back in third in the early going. The dust clears. The issue's been settled now. Jasper Hanover up on the front. Dust Up Hanover elects for the pocket trip second, and Rowdy Rider glides along third. They're midway down the back lane. Jasper Hanover is in full stride on the front end here. Dust Up Hanover, Cody Shadle's worked out a dream trip. He's in the pocket second. Rowdy Rider well within striking range third, 30 and 4 for the opening quarter. Jasper Hanover showing the way. Dust Up Hanover content to draft along second, and 3 back, and trotting and pacing in third is Rowdy Rider. They move off the turn. Jasper Hanover calling the shots here. The pace is legitimate. Dust Up Hanover right there with him in second, and inching closer third is Rowdy Rider as they glide by the stance. First time. Jasper Hanover showing the way with Dust Up Hanover and Cozy in the pocket second. Rowdy Rider now getting busy for Roger Hammer. The half was 103 flat. They're into the lower bend. Final time. Jasper Hanover digging deep for Tony Shadle. Company calling Rowdy Rider, ranging up alongside now to turn up the heat. Cody Shadle and Dust Up Hanover watch from third. They're midway down the back lane. And Jasper Hanover, Tony Shadle going to work once more. Might need it. Whip is up on Rowdy Rider. He gains ground with every stride. Dust Up Hanover having trouble staying with him. 3/4, 133 flat. They're into the far turn. Jasper Hanover, Rowdy Rider trying to get to him. Claw scratch now on even terms. Jasper Hanover digging deep. Rowdy Rider taking it to him. 3 high and charging hard. Here comes Dust Up Hanover, top of the lane. Jasper Hanover all out. Rowdy Rider powered up in the center track. Dust Up Hanover finds his best stride. Rowdy Rider does Jasper Hanover. Rowdy Rider up in time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, official winner of the ninth race wearing the white saddle pad. Let's welcome Rowdy Rider. Sharp 2-year-old bay gelding by a rock and roll dance. Out of the good mare, Miss Chino. Owned by Roger Hammer, Bedford, Pennsylvania, trained by Roger Hammer, and driven to victory in the time of 2:03 and 2/5 by Roger Hammer. Results of the ninth official: the 1 Jasper Hanover finished second, the 2 Dust Up Hanover was third, and the 3 Rowdy Rider the race winner. The fractions opening quarter 30 and 4. They went by the half in 1:03, 3/4 in 1:32 and 4. Time for the mile 2:03 and 2/5. From the top down, 2, 3, 1 on the bottom. Time for the mile was 2:03 and 2. In the barn area, you can get them around for the 10th. We're looking for Seth Hanover, Ripcord, and Terry A. Hanover when you're ready.
So we keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. It's hard to be persistent when we're standing at a distance. So we keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. Now if we had the power to bring our neighbors home from war, they would have never missed a Christmas. No more ribbons on the door. And when you trust your television, what you get is what you got. 'Cause when they own the information, oh, they can bend it all they want. That's why we're waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. It's not that we don't care, we just know that the body's fair. So we keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. We're still waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. One day our generation is gonna rule the population. So we keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. No, we keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting. We're waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change.
Oh no. This is what on this iPod. This is
Watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. Don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I still miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, and I'm wondering what you're dreaming, wondering if it's me you're seeing. Then I kiss your eyes and thank God we're together. And I just wanna stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. I don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I still miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. And I don't wanna miss one smile, and I don't wanna miss one kiss. I just wanna be with you right here with you, just like this. I just wanna hold you close. I feel your heart so close to mine, and just stay here in this moment for all the rest of time.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at post parade for the 10th race of the afternoon. This is the second of two divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for two-year-old pacing colts in Group A. They'll go for a purse of $5,225. Number one, Seth Hanover, owned by Mitchell York, Cranberry, Pennsylvania. Dave Brickle, Smicksburg, Pennsylvania. And it is Dave Brickle looking for his fourth victory of the afternoon. The two is Ripcord, owned by Barbara Richardson, Washington, Pennsylvania. Richie Gillock, Bell Vernon, Pennsylvania. Sean Johnston in the sulky. Rounding out the short field of three, number three, Terrier Hanover, owned by Christine Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania. Caitlin Solt from Gratz, Pennsylvania. Todd Shadle drives. Short but very capable field of two-year-old pacing colts making their way to the backside. Starter Clarence Martin Jr., he'll sort them out and get them ready for the start. Saw in the 9th race, and the three here, these are some of the top colts in the state, ladies and gentlemen. The year 2020 has been a pretty wild year, but in the world of two-year-old pacing colts, it's a good one. And now here's where the battle begins. Field for the 10th, slip into position, out of gates in motion. From the rail out, it's Seth Hanover for David Brickle. In the middle, Ripcord and Sean Johnston. Out on the rim comes Terrier Hanover for Todd Shadle. They move off the turn, they're all in line. The gate wheels into the stretch for starter Clarence Martin Jr. Two-year-old pacing colts, bred here in the great state of Pennsylvania, revved up and ready now. Here they come. They're off, sweet start. Terrier Hanover in the center track, looking for the lead. Seth Hanover down along the rail. These two dive into the turn together. A ripcord away in third. They skid off the turn. They're into the backside. And Brickle and Seth Hanover set down for the lead. And Terrier Hanover being wrangled back into the pocket second. Ripcord right there with him in third. Well bunched field down the back lane. Seth Hanover Brickle up on the front end here. The lead is 2. Terrier Hanover sits a loose pocket second with Ripcord just there third. 29-4 opening quarter. Seth Hanover and David Brickle showing the way. Terrier Hanover content to draft along in the pocket second, and Ripcord close up in third as they move off the turn. They're up in front of the stands the first time. And Seth Hanover continues to lead with Terrier Hanover content to draft along second. Ripcord right there with him in third. Nearby the stands the first time. Comfortable on the front end here. Seth Hanover. Terrier Hanover right there with him in second. 1 minute, 3/5 seconds. They lean into the lower bend. Seth Hanover showing the way with Terrier Hanover. And taking a peek to the outside. Ripcord is right there with him in third. They skid off the turn in for that long ride down the backside. Seth Hanover. Now Dave Brickle looking for the gas pedal here. Trying to get away from Terrier Hanover, who's stuck like glue. Ripcord backing off a bit third. Battle rages down the backside. Seth Hanover blazing the trail. 3/4 in 1:31-3. They're into the far turn. Seth Hanover bracing for the challenge of Terrier Hanover is now leaning to the outside. Ripcord stay with him at Seth Hanover, top of the stretch. Terrier Hanover off the rail, looking to mount a challenge. They're at the top of the Clearfield stretch, and Seth Hanover all out on the inside. Terrier Hanover coming with a vicious rush. Seth Hanover's got plenty of pony here, and Seth Hanover in front. They only went 2-2 there, Seth.
Cross the wire. Cut down 1, 2, 2. All clear, Judge, all clear. Thank you, we are clear. Test barn, the 1 is on its way. Thank you very much.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 10th race wearing the red saddle pad, number 1, let's welcome Seth Hanover. Hard-hitting, big outing 2-year-old by Art Speak out of the good mare Subtle Charm. Owned by Mitch York, Cranberry, Pennsylvania, David Brickle, Smicksburg, Pennsylvania. Trained by Mitchell York and driven to victory in a time of 2:02. 4th victory of the afternoon for David Brickle. Who's also the 10th official, the 1, Seth Hanover, the race winner. The 2, Ripcord, finished
Pratiquement quelque chose, chien. Longtemps passé, les gens créoles, ils n'aiment pas de musique comme avec des guitares, des basses et tout qualité comme ça. Ils jouent avec juste des mains, un petit peu de tambours, des tambours, hein.
Mais ça c'est vrai.
Tu peux faire un petit coup?
Oh oui, mais allons. DJ Richter.
Oh, maman, les haricots sont pas pelés.
Oh maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Et maman, maman, les haricots.
Et maman, les haricots.
Aïe, maman, les haricots sont pas pelés.
Ah maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Oh, maman, maman, les haricots.
Et maman, les haricots.
Aïe, maman, m'a beaucoup fait.
Et maman, les haricots.
Aïe, maman, les haricots sont pas pelés, cher.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Tous les matins, moi travailler hier.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Aïe, maman, maman, les boudins.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
C'est les prix couchés.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Les loups prélevés.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Oh, maman, maman, les haricots.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Aïe, maman, maman, les haricots.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Couscous prêt brûlé.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Les nègres prélevés.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Aïe, maman, maman, les haricots.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Aïe, maman, m'a beaucoup faim.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Donne-moi un petit peu vin.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Donne-moi un petit peu boudin.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Oh, maman, les haricots sont pas pelés.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Aïe, maman, maman, les haricots, na.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Tu m'as fait brailler, nana.
Et maman, les haricots, les pastelés.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track in post parade for the 11th race of the afternoon. This is the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for two-year-old pacing colts in Group B. They go for a purse of $2,760. Number one, Wealth Whispers, owned by Teresa Heinickel, Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Steve Schoeffel picks up the drive. The two is Threat, owned by Julie Krenitsky, Butler, Pennsylvania. Nelson Wade Jr., Jackson, Mississippi. Brandon Smith gets the call. The three is Shake a Leg Hanover, owned by Todd and Christine Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania. Cody Shadle drives. The four, Punk Rocker, owned by S&J Racing, LLC, Woodfield, Ohio. Jimmy Dodson will drive. Rounding out the field, number five, Sapporo Hanover, owned by Todd and Christine Shadle, Timmy Hayes, and Dr. Moscow. Todd Shadle in the sulky here at Clearfield, ladies and gentlemen. Just a reminder, we line up 4 across behind the starting gate. The 5, Sapporo Hanover, will be set up in the second tier at the start. Two-year-old pacing colts now slip into position, the gates in motion. From the rail out, that's Wealth Whispers for Steve Schoeffel alongside Brandon Smith guides the 2, Threat. Runway 3, Shake a Leg Hanover for Cody Shadle out on the rim, Punk Rocker for Jimmy Dodson. In the second tier, the lone trailer, Sapporo Hanover for Todd Shadle. They move off the turn, they're all in line. The gate swings into the stretch for starter Junior Martin, 2-year-old pacing colt, sired here in the great state of Pennsylvania, revved up and ready, here they come. Now Shake a Leg Hanover in the center track, quickly out for the lead. Threat jumps into the pocket second with Sapporo Hanover alertly away in third. And Punk Rocker next in line fourth, and back pacing after an early break, it's Wealth Whispers. They skid off the turn, they're into the backside. Shake a Leg Hanover up on the front. Stablemate Sapporo Hanover right on his bumper second. The Threat takes to the outside. Look at him out of challenge here for Brandon Smith. And then it's Punk Rocker and far back to Wealth Whispers. Shake a Leg Hanover takes him by the opening panel in 29-4. Sapporo Hanover in the pocket second. Threat caught on the outside third. And then Punk Rocker getting into the mix fourth. And far back to Wealth Whispers. They skid off the turn. They're up in front of the stands the first time, and it is Shake a Leg Hanover with Sapporo Hanover stalking second. Going along mile, Threat getting nudged along there third. Punk Rocker saving every inch on the inside, and Wealth Whispers trails. Shake Leg Hanover takes about a minute flat into the lower turn. Shake Leg Hanover, Sapporo Hanover right on his bumper second. Punk Rocker 3 lanes further back in third. Threat dropping anchor fourth. And at the end, it's Wealth Whispers. They're into the backside. Shake a Leg Hanover and Cody Shaders led every step of the way. Still at a tight length and a half over Sapporo Hanover. Punk Rockers third. Threat right there fourth. And at the end, it's Wealth Whispers 3/4 and 131 flat. And Shake a Leg Hanover all by himself out there. Sapporo Hanover calling it a day in the early stages here, but Shake a Leg Hanover just poured it on for Cody Shadle here. The others are a distant memory. Shake a Leg Hanover, I don't know, 15 lanes to the good. Sapporo Hanover second, and no match for the winner. The winner, Shake a Leg Hanover. One flat and 201 and 3.
Cross the wire, 35421. Thank you, we're clear here.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 11th race, wearing the white saddle pad number 3. Let's welcome Shake a Leg Hanover. Sharp 2-year-old bay gelding by betting line out of the good mare Shaky Cam Hanover. Owned by Todd and Christine Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania. Trained by Todd Shadle and driven to victory in a time of 2:01 3/5. That is a first career victory for the 3 Shake a Leg Hanover. The driver, Cody Shadle. The results of the 11th official, the 1 Wealth Whispers finished 5th. The 2 Threat was 4th. The 3 Shake a Leg Hanover, the race winner. The 4 Punk Rocker finished 3rd. And the 5 Sapporo Hanover was 2nd. The fractions opening quarter 29 and 4. They went by the half in a minute flat. 3/4 and 131. Time for the mile was 2:01 and 3. From the top down, it should read 5:41, 3, 2 on the bottom, and the time for the mile was 2:01 and 3. In the barn area, you can get them around for the 12th. We're looking for Silent Affair, Poncho Power, Ideal Body, Let's Go Tea, and Dance Till Sunset. When you're ready.
Race office rundown. Top down, 54132.
Hey, mama, gotta go, Papa. Oh, mama, gotta go, Papa. Hey, mama, gotta go, Papa.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at post parade for the 12th race of the afternoon. This is the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for 2-year-old pacing fillies in Group B. They go for a purse of $2,750. Number 1, Silent Affair, owned by Todd Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania, Dr. John Egloff, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, Todd Shadle in the sulky. The 2 is Poncho Power, owned by Virginian Kathy Schofield, Evans City, Pennsylvania, Jimmy Ruther from East Aurora, New York. That's where the Buffalo Bills practice. Steve Schofield gets the call. The 3, Ideal Body, owned by Ronnie Lineweaver for Kentanning, Pennsylvania. Jimmy Dodson will drive. The 4, Let's Go T, owned by Charlie Moses, Butler, Pennsylvania. Jennifer Johnston, Evans City, Pennsylvania. Aaron Johnston sits the sulky. And rounding out the field, number 5, Dance Till Sunset, owned by Roger Harrow, Bedford, Pennsylvania. Brandon Smith at the wheel. Full field of 5, ladies and gentlemen. Here at Clearfield, just a reminder, we line up 4 across behind the mobile starting gate. The 5, Dance Till Sunset, will be in the second tier at the start. Pacing fillies move into position now to gates in motion. From the roll out, Silent Affair for Todd Shadle alongside Beaner guides the 2, Poncho Power. Runway 3, that's Ideal Body for Jimmy Dodson out on the rim. Let's Go T and Aaron Johnston in the second tier. The lone trailer, Dance Till Sunset for Brandon Smith. And the gate moves off turn. They're all in line. Gate swings into the stretch. 2-year-old pacing fillies are sired here in the great state of Pennsylvania, revved up, ready. There they come. And they're off. Silent Affair down along the inside, gunning for the front. Poncho Power in the pocket second. Ideal Body right there with him in third. The Let's Go T is fourth. Off stride, that's Ideal Body. They skid off the turn, they're into the backside. Silent Affair up on the front. Poncho Power, Dream Trip second, closer third. Let's Go T. And then it's Ideal Body back pacing in third, the trailer, Dance Till Sunset. Silent Affair, Shadle taps the brakes a bit here. Poncho Power stalking second, Let's Go T right there with him in third. And then it's Ideal Body fourth, the trailer, Dance Till Sunset. 7 lanes front to back as they move off the turn. They're up in front of the stands the first time. 32-1 for the opening quarter. Up on the front, Silent Affair, Poncho Power right there with him in second. Let's Go T, Aaron Johnston getting a little antsy there third. They go about a half at 104 and 2 into the lower bend. Silent Affair, Poncho Power stuck like glue. Let's Go T, well within striking range, third with Ideal Body fourth. And Dance Till Sunset close up fifth as they skid off the turn. They're in for that long ride down the backside. Silent Affair up on the front. Poncho Power, the whip is up on that one. Let's Go T. And Aaron Johnston take to the outside looking to advance her case. And it's Ideal Body underway from the back of the pack. Dance Till Sunset. It's Silent Affair Company calling. Let's Go T, right at his throat second, begging for a seam. That's Poncho Power, 3/4 went 135 and 2. And they midway around the far turn. Silent Affair with Let's Go T, looking for room at the rail. It's Poncho Power top of the lane. Silent Affair digging deep. Let's Go T all out second. It's Let's Go T on the outside. Silent Affair battling back these two. Here's the line. It's going to be tight. It's going to be Silent Affair. 204 and 2, 135 and 2, and 207 and 2.
All clear, Judge, all clear. Thank you. Test barn number 1 is on the way. That's it. Of course, in room now.
Yep. We'll see him in the A's at 8-3. And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 12th race, wearing the red saddle pad number 1. Let's welcome Silent Affair. 2-year-old bay filly by Artspeak as the good mare Odds On Affair. Owned by Todd Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania. Dr. John Egloff, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Trained by Todd Shadle and driven to victory in the time of 2:07 and 2/5, and that equals its lifetime best. The driver was Todd Shadle. Results of the 12th official: the 1 Silent Affair, the race winner. The 2 Poncho Power finished 3rd. The 3 Ideal Body finished 5th, and the 4 Let's Go T 2nd. The 5 Dance Till Sunset was 4th. The fractions: opening quarter 32 and 2/5. They went by the half in 104 and 2. 3/4 135 2/5. Time for the mile 207 and 2. From the top down, it should read 135 2 4 on the bottom, and the time for the mile was 207 2/5. $2,700. Number 1, Light My Torch, owned by Roger Hammer, Bedford, Pennsylvania. Brandon Smith up the drive. The 2, Amelia B. Hanover for owner-driver Sean Johnston, Evans City, Pennsylvania. The 3, Cheyenne's Art, owner-driver Jimmy Dodson, Bowertown, Virginia. And rounding out the short field of 4, number 4, Seychelles, owned by Russell Williams, Hanover, Pennsylvania. Zach Kaiser sits the sulky. 4 two-year-old pacing fillies making their way to the backside, where starter Clarence Morton Jr. will sort them out and get them ready for the start.
That's kind of weird, Jim. Russell Williams owns at number 4, and it just doesn't have Hanover in his name.
Yeah, I even asked Kaiser, I said, how the hell do you say this was his name? Seashells. I said, seashells? Yeah, it's a real word. I said, well, what does it mean? I don't know, but we fact-checked it. So I said, never mind. Pacing fillies up and in position now to gates in motion. From the rail out, Light My Torch for Brandon Smith alongside Sean Johnston guides the 2, Amelia B. Hanover. From runway 3, Cheyenne's Art for Jimmy Dodson out on the rim, Zach Kaiser and Seychelles. Pacing fillies off the turn, they're all in line. The gate wheels into the stretch, 2-year-old pacing fillies are revved up and ready now. There they come. They're all sweet start for Amelia B. Hanover in the center track. Right out for the lead. Light My Torch jumps into the pocket second. Seychelles away in third, and Cheyenne's Art the early trailer. They skid off the turn. They're into the backside. Up on the front, Amelia B. Hanover up there on the front for Shawnee Johnston. Big gap, maybe 4 lanes back. Light My Torch pacing third. That's Seychelles, and at the end, Cheyenne's Art. 8 lanes front to back. Amelia B. Hanover up on the front. 28-4 for the opening quarter. Inching closer second, Light My Torch to 3 back. Seychelles is third, and Cheyenne's Art trails. The field bunches up a bit here as they move off the turn. Amelia B. Hanover and Shawnee Johnston look to tap the brakes here. Light My Torch a much closer second. Seychelles the third, and at the end of the pack there, Cheyenne's Art on the move for Jimmy Dodson. Amelia B. Hanover up on the front end here. They go by the half in a minute flat. Amelia B. Hanover, Shawnee wants more, looking for the gas pedal. Light My Torch, Dream Trip second. Going a long trip now. Cheyenne's Art on the outside, picking up the cover. Seychelles. Field bunches up off the turn. They're into the backside. Amelia B. Hanover, pedal to the metal, ranging up alongside Cheyenne's Art. And these 2 match strides. Seychelles coming into the picture third, backing off fourth. It's Light My Torch. They're like a swarm of bees by 3/4. Cheyenne's Art on the outside, 3/4 and 131 flat. Cheyenne's Art pouring it on. Seychelles now coming after him. Amelia B. Hanover dropping anchor midway around the turn, and it is Cheyenne's Art with Seychelles. These 2 match strides to the top of the lane. Turning first, Cheyenne's Art. Powering up in the center track, Seychelles and Zach Kaiser coming after him. It's Cheyenne's Art digging deep. Seychelles trying to get to him. It's going to be tight. Here's the line. Seychelles up on the outside on time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, up in the front of the stands, the official winner of the 13th race wearing the green saddle pad number 4. Let's welcome Seychelles. Sharp, 2-year-old bay filly by Artspeak out of the good mare Gribbage. Owned by Russell C. Williams, Hanover, Pennsylvania, trained by Pete Kaiser. Driven to victory in the time of 2:04 3/5, and that is a new lifetime mark by a week and a half. The driver, Zach Kaiser. Results of the 13th official, the 1, Light My Torch, finished 4th. The 2, Amelia B. Hanover, was 3rd. And the 3, Cheyenne's Art, was 2nd. 4, Seychelles, your race winner. Fractions, opening quarter 28-4. Went by the half in a minute flat. 3/4 in 1:31. Time for the mile 2:04 3/5 from the top down. 4, 3, 2, 1 on the bottom. Time for the mile 2:04 3.
3/4 of 131 flat.
In the barn area, you can get them around for the 14th. We're looking for Willing Grace, Little Town Girl, Brutal Apology, and Sunshine in the Rain. When you're ready.
Rundown. 4, top down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fractions, 28-4. Minute flat. 131 flat. 2:04 3.
Just me and you. I'll show you loving like you never knew. That's why I'm hot-blooded. Check it and see. I got a fever of 103.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at post parade for the 14th race of the afternoon. This is the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for 2-year-old trotting fillies in Group B. They'll go for a purse of $2,700. Number 1, Willing Grace, owned by Roche's Racing Stable Incorporated, Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania. The driver is Bobby Roget. The 2, Little Town Girl, for owner-driver Roger Hammer, Bedford, Pennsylvania. The 3, Brutal Apology, owned by Wayne Long and Joyce Lineweaver. They're from Camden, Delaware, and it is Wayne Long in the sulky. Rounding out the field, number 4, Sunshine in the Rain, owned by Todd and Christine Shadle, Spring Glen, Pennsylvania, and it is Todd Shadle in the sulky. Short field of 4, making their way to the backside, where starter Clarence Morton Jr. will sort them out and get them ready for the start. Wayne County? Yep. That's over, it's over on the east part of the state. Wayne Pike.
Where the wind storms got.
Well, I tell you, over my neck of the woods, you can't buy rain over there. Rain about, they thought, my wife was telling me her phone said rain, 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 rain. And it rained about 5 minutes. Got the ground wet. Trotting fillies up and in position, out of gates in motion. From the rail out, Willing Grace for Bobby Roget alongside. Hammer guides the 2, Little Town Girl. Runway 3, Brutal Apology for Wayne Long. Out on the rim, Sunshine in the Rain for Todd Shadle. Off the turn, they're all in line. The gate swings into the stretch for starter Clarence Martin Jr. 2-year-old trotting fillies, sired here in the great state of Pennsylvania, revved up, ready, here they come. And they're off Little Town Girl, down along the inside, guns for the front. Sunshine in the Rain away alertly, jumping into the pocket second, Brutal Apology third, and Willing Grace trails. They move off the turn, Sunshine in the Rain now quickly goes for the lead. Off stride went Little Town Girl. Brutal Apologies got about 10 lengths to make up, but trotting in second, and Willing Grace is third, and trying to regain her composure is Little Town Girl. All by herself, Todd Shadle and Sunshine in the Rain rip off an opening quarter, 30 seconds flat. They lean into the far turn. Brutal Apology takes up the chase second with Willing Grace third, and trying to get back trotting at the end is a Little Town Girl. On a mission on the front here, Todd Shadle and Sunshine in the Rain. Lead is some 10 lengths over Brutal Apology. Willing Grace trots third, and back trotting at the end with a mountain to climb, that's Little Town Girl. They come by the stand, sharp-looking trotting filly up on the front here. Sunshine in the Rain takes him by the half in 101-1 into the lower turn. Final time. Sunshine in the Rain, Brutal Apology inching closer second. And Willing Grace trots third, and back trotting at the end, it's Little Town Girl, scattered bunch down the back lane. Sunshine in the Rain, the lead now 15 as Shadle he finds the gas pedal here. Brutal Apology still second with Willing Grace third and Little Town Girl, but Sunshine in the Rain, the lonely Todd Shadle, 131-3 into the high turn, final time. Sunshine in the Rain, midway around the turn, just going into the turn is Brutal Apology. Sunshine in the Rain takes it to the top of the Clearfield stretch. Faint hoofbeats, they belong to Brutal Apology, who's second. Willing Grace trying to hang on to third. Little Town Girl going to come and argue that point. But through the stretch, all by himself, Todd Shadle and Sunshine in the Rain in front. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track in post parade for the 15th race. This is the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for 2-year-old trotting fillies in Group B, going for a purse of $2,700. Number 1, Abelia Hanover, owned by Virginian Kathy Schofield, Evans City, Jimmy Ruther from East Aurora, and T.A. Dodozak from Barrysburg, New York. The driver is Steve Schofield. 2 is Moving Star, owned by Zan and Zach Kaiser in New Oxford, Pennsylvania. Pete Kaiser in the sulky. The 3, Just You Watch Me, owned by Jody and Kaylee Martin, Stoneboro, Pennsylvania. Freddie Huber Jr., Sandy Lake, Pennsylvania. Sean Johnston gets the call. And rounding out the field, number 4, Billy Ray Hanover, owned by Sylvanus B. King Jr., New Holland, Pennsylvania. In the bike, that's Tony Shadle. 4 2-year-old trotting fillies making their way down the backside. Starter Junior Martin will sort them out and get them ready for the start. And ladies and gentlemen, the upcoming 16th race will be the final race of the afternoon. Racing resumes tomorrow, post time 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Tomorrow we welcome the sophomore class of 2020. That is the 3-year-old trotters and pacers. Hard-hitting bunch they are. 17 races on tap for tomorrow, post time 1 o'clock. Now to the business at hand. Trotting fillies up and in position now from the rail out. Abelia Hanover for Steve Schofield. Alongside, Kaiser guides the 2, Moving Star. Runway 3, Just You Watch Me for Sean Johnston out on the rim. Billy Ray Hanover, Tony Shadle. The gate moves off the turn. Trotting fillies are revved up, ready, here they come. And they're off. Billy Ray Hanover on the outside, pokes ahead in front. Abelia Hanover down along the inside. These 2 dive into the turn with Moving Star away in third. Off stride at the start there, Just You Watch Me. They move off the turn into the backside, being led by Billy Ray Hanover, Tony Shadle. Sit in the loose pocket second comes Steve Schofield with Abelia Hanover. Moving Star well within striking range third, and back trotting it in with a lot of work to do, Just You Watch Me. Trotting fillies down the back lane. Billy Ray Hanover takes them by the opening quarter in 32-1. They lean into the far turn. Dream Trip second. That's Abelia Hanover. Moving Star closer up third. And back trotting at the end with a lot of work to do. Just You Watch Me. They skid off the turn. They're up in front of the stands the first time, being led by Billy Ray Hanover. Abelia Hanover stalks back. Moving Star gliding along third. No change of position as they go by the stands. Billy Ray Hanover. Tony Shadle comfortable on the front end here with Abelia Hanover in the pocket second. The half was 105 2/5. They lean into the lower bend. Billy Ray Hanover. Abelia Hanover is right there with them in second with Moving Star yet to move third. And Just You Watch Me at the end. They're off the turn in for that long ride down the backside. Billy Ray Hanover up on the front, so let every step of the way. Looking to go coast to coast. Abelia Hanover stalking second. Moving Star third. And they race midway down the back lane. Billy Ray Hanover. Tony Shadle takes him by 3/4 in 137-2. Lean into the far turn. Tony Shadle looking for the gas pedal with Billy Ray Hanover trying to get away from Abelia Hanover. Off the rail now. Moving Star at the top of the stretch. And then Billy Ray Hanover's led every step of the way. Leads by 3. Moving Star battling with Abelia Hanover, but Billy Ray Hanover is pouring it on here. Lead is 5, 7, 8. Who can count on Billy Ray Hanover in front?
round 4's on the way.
And now up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 15th race, wearing the green saddle pad number 4. Let's welcome Billy Ray Hanover. 2-year-old bay filly by Donato Hanover out of the good mare Born to Love. Owned by Sylvanus B. King Jr. from New Holland, Pennsylvania, trained by Sil King. And driven a victory in the time of 2:10 1/5, and that is a new lifetime record by Tony Shadle. Results of the 15th official. The 1, Abelia Hanover, was 3rd. The 2, Moving Star, was 2nd. The 3, Just You Watch Me, was 4th. And the 4, Billy Ray Hanover, the race winner. Fractions opening quarter 32 and 1. It went by the half in 105 and 2/5. 3/4 137 and 2. And time for the mile was 2:10 1/5. From the top down, it should read 3-2-4-1 on the bottom. Time for the mile 2:10 and 1. In the barn area, you can get them around for the 16th. We're looking for Burning Tire, DS Misdemeanor, Mystery Man Hanover, and 11 Soul. When you're ready. Thank you.
Race on its rundown. 3-2-4-1. Fractions 32 and 1. 105 and 2. 137 and 2. 210 and 1. No change.
3-2-4-1, 32 and 1, 105 and 2.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track at post parade for the 16th. This is the final race of the afternoon. This is the Pennsylvania Sire Stake for 2-year-old trotting colts in Group B. They go for a purse of $2,700. Number 1, Burning Tire, owned by Neal Racing Stable, LLC, Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. Eric Neal sits the sulky. The 2, DS Misdemeanor, owned by Mitchell York, Cranberry, Pennsylvania. The driver, Dave Brickle, looking for his 5th on the afternoon. The 3, Mystery Man Hanover, owned by Virginia and Kathy Schofield, Evans City, DP Goey, Lancaster, New York, and M.A. Munn from Malden, New York. Steve Schofield drives. And riding out the short field of 4, number 4, Levin Soul, owned by Wayne Long and Joyce Lineweaver. They're from Camden, Delaware. Wayne Long drives. 4 2-year-old trotting colts in Group B making their way to the backside, where starter Clarence Morton Jr. will sort them out and get them ready for the start. This is the final race of the afternoon, folks. Tomorrow, post time 1 o'clock. 3-year-olds are in town. Sophomore class of 2020 in for their midterm exams. Hard-hitting bunch they are. 1 o'clock, 17 races on tap for tomorrow. Post time 1 o'clock. Now to the business at hand. Trotting colts up and in position, out of gates in motion. From the rail out, Burning Tire for Eric Neal alongside. Brickle guides the 2, DS Misdemeanor. Runway 3, it's Mystery Man Hanover for Steve Schofield. Out on the rim, Levin Soul, Wayne Long. The gate swings into the stretch. 4 2-year-old trotting colts, sired here in the great state of Pennsylvania, revved up, ready, here they come. They're all. Not along the inside, DS Misdemeanor and Dave Brickle out for his 5th victory of the afternoon. Mystery Man Hanover comes away in the pocket second with 11 Soul third. The early trailer is Burning Tires. They skid off the turn, they're into the backside. DS Misdemeanor up on the front, right on his bumper second. That is Mystery Man Hanover. 3 lanes further back, 11 Soul trots third, followed by Burning Tire at the end. 6 lanes front to back being led by DS Misdemeanor. Takes him by the opening quarter in 31 and 4. They lean into the far turn. DS Misdemeanor right on his bumper second. That's Mystery Man Hanover raging in the pocket. 4 lanes further back, 11 Soul trots third, followed by Burning Tire at the end. 7 lanes front to back, DS Misdemeanor calling the shots here. Mystery Man Hanover content to draft along second, inching close to third. That's 11 Soul. Burning Tire trails. And by the stands, it is Brickle and DS Misdemeanor up on the front here. They go by the half in 104 and 1 into the lower bend. DS Misdemeanor, Mystery Man Hanover right there with him in second, a closer third. That's 11 Soul. Then Burning Tire is at the end. Field bunches up into the backside. DS Misdemeanor in full flight on the front end, but he can't shake. Mystery Man Hanover right there second. 11 Soul, a much closer third. The whip is up on Burning Tire at the end. Midway down in the back lane, and it's DS Misdemeanor's led every step of the way. Still leaves a tight length over Mystery Man Hanover. 3/4 in 135 and 3. They're into the final turn, and DS Misdemeanor bracing for the challenge from Mystery Man Hanover, who edges off the rail now second. 11 Soul third with Burning Tire. It's wide open at the top of the lane. DS Misdemeanor turns first, powering up in the center track. The spoiler, Mystery Man Hanover, is DS Misdemeanor under a stiff drive. Mystery Man Hanover on the outside. Off stride went DS Misdemeanor. Mystery Man Hanover in front. I got whatever you got there. I get it from you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of stands, the official winner of the 16th, wearing the white saddle pad, number 3. Let's welcome Mystery Man Hanover. 2-year-old bay gelding by Sebastian K. Out of the good mare Smilestone Hanover. Owned by Virginian Kathy Schofield, Evans City, Pennsylvania. DP Goey, Lancaster, New York. M.A. Munn from Alden, New York. Trained by Steve Schofield and driven to victory in a time of 2:07 4/5. And that is a new lifetime best by a week and a half. In the sulky, that was multiple Buster DeSalvo Trophy winner Steve Schofield. Results of the 16th official, the 1 Burning Tire finished 3rd. The 2 DS Misdemeanor was 2nd. 3 Mystery Man Hanover, the race winner, and the 4 11th Hole finished 4th. Fractions opening quarter 31 and 4. Half was 104 and 1. 3/4 135 and 3. Time for the mile 2:07 and 4 from the top down. 3:2:14 on the bottom. Time for the mile was 2:07 and 4. And this concludes this afternoon's racing program. Racing resumes tomorrow, post time 1 o'clock. 17 races on tap tomorrow. Until then, I'd like to thank all the fans for your support and the horsemen for their cooperation. Until tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a really beautiful day today, and we'll all see you tomorrow.